so much better, dude.
Yeah.
What are you using Google Meet or Zoom for the calls? Do you know what he uses?
We use Zoom. Yeah.
Zoom. Dude, Google Meet is awesome because I can just like start a meeting with the push of a button. Like I don't have to like fill out all this stuff. You can just like start a meeting and it'll pop up and then you can just add someone immediately.
I don't know if there's limits on, it's Google Meet is unlimited, right? I don't know if you need a plan for that.
I think it is unlimited, yeah. But Zoom like has the time limits and I gotta like upgrade
Yeah,
the
you gotta pay
plans,
for
which I haven't done. Yeah. Well, we're talking with Mike, and we're going to talk to him about some of the cool stuff he's been doing in the past like 6 months since joining my program, getting into high ticket sales. Um, and I think you joined, God, man, time flies. You joined my program in like October, maybe, or November, right after you had just gotten laid off. Like, I remember you, I still remember this call, you telling me all this. And
Yeah.
we talked about this in my previous video with you, but kind of tell me just real quick. You've been appointment setting for a new offer that's going really well. So kind of just give me like a quick rundown on that offer and what you've been doing.
Yeah. I have been appointment setting on a e-commerce offer, an Amazon offer actually, since the beginning of January, so New Year's time. So it's been around like 5 months, maybe a little over 5 months now, right? And I came in, I had a couple offers before, so I had some experience coming into this offer. So I did know how to do appointment setting properly. So I came in with experience. At the time, I jumped on an offer that was pretty brand new. He was just starting his coaching offer, very minimal followers, and so he was just kind of starting his journey. But he was very successful with his Amazon journey, right? So it was kind of a leverage move for him to start his coaching journey, and I caught him at the time where he was just starting. And so he was basically he was doing okay. I don't know if I should be dropping numbers,
You could
but
do numbers. Yeah, what it's doing a month.
yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, he was like averaging around like when he was starting, probably close to around like 20 to 30,000 a month. Before I jumped in. And then once I jumped in with my expertise, literally within like 30 days, like the next month, we were crossing like 60, 65, almost touching 70K a month, like literally within 30 days, just with my helpers,
Crazy.
just with me and him. So it was absolutely wild. Um, yeah, and like now, yeah, like fast forward now, and we're almost pushing about 100. We're on track to make $100,000 this month, which is just wild, man. I'm very proud of like just the entire journey with me, with him too. I'm very proud of him as well because we're taking this very seriously. Like I'm treating it as if it's my own business, and I think that's also the key to making it successful. Is like you actually really need to care and treat it like your own business. So. It's just wild, man. Like 5 months down the line, and we took it from like 20 to 30 to almost pushing 100K.
Dude, so crazy because I remember you right after you got on this offer, like sending me texts like, "Oh, we're about to do 70K." And I remember telling you like the first time you like do that stuff, it's like I was like, "Man, I'm jealous to have that feeling again where you're like touching those big numbers for the first time." So, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And what's super cool about because those are big numbers. What's super cool about doing appointment setting for a business is doing those big numbers is these are all just like experience notches on your belt that you can like bring up in a future interview. Like, oh, well, I set for a business that did this amount, that did 100K a month, blah, blah, blah. And like every business owner's ears perk up when they hear a setter has experience doing things like that. Um, but just to go back just a little bit, when you joined my program, we got you on some initial offers, and then this offer kind of came around after that. Um, and what I like to tell a lot of people is when you get into the first offer, it's a good idea to keep doing like a little bit of outreach because you always want to be on the lookout for the best opportunity. And that's what you did, right? Like you were working these other offers that were kind of like turned out to not be what we thought they would be. And you kept doing some outreach on the side. And that's kind of how you got into this. So the consistent, like daily outreach, if people would do that more often, like you kept doing, they would get into like way better opportunities because you never know where they're going to come from.
Absolutely. The outreach is absolutely key. Like you have to consistently do that every single day, or else you are not going to land in the spot that you want to land in. Like you can't ignore that. That is a crucial step into finding a good job. So just keep going until you find something that you're comfortable with, that you're happy with, that you can grow with. You know, you wanna land in a business that uh you got to like the offer, right? You got to like the business owner, you got to like the offer, you got to land in something that you feel like you can grow in, and it's a good opportunity for you. So the outreach is crucial for sure. Yeah, like that's key.
Yeah, and it's like tedious and boring, but it pays off, which you're seeing. Um, well, when you got in there, he had you kind of talk to me a little bit about technical stuff, like you were going through his DMs or you were getting a bunch of like inbound ones. What did that look like when you first got in there?
Um, so wait, sorry, what do you mean by technical stuff?
So when you got in there, you took it from like 20 to 30K a month and basically doubled it like the next month. So was that because you freed up a lot of his time, or what was it that you think got in there that really made the difference for him?
So it was a combination of essentially freeing up his time so I could focus on his inbox full time. And it was a combination of like my expertise. Like I basically was taught a system before I was on this offer. Like I learned, like I said, the other offers prior actually taught me as like really like a really great system to do appointment setting. And it basically taught me everything that I need to know. And so he like I can't name drop, but the business owner that I'm with right now didn't know like proper appointment setting systems. And so I just took what I knew in the other offer and I just brought it over and just plugged them into the system that I know. And that made like a huge difference. Like just me bringing my expertise from what I learned prior into his business, like just literally doubled like over 2x his revenue. So
Yeah, that one piece. Sometimes
yeah.
that's all you need, which is crazy too, because this is exactly what happened with me and the fitness coach. Like the first offer I got on is that I had like sales experience from doing tech. So like I knew how to close like businesses and difficult deals. So when I got in there with him, he was doing like the same amount. Like he's like, "Well, I'm fitness coaching, but like I don't really know how to do all this other stuff." And when I got in there and started taking the sales calls, the business exploded. So, for context, if you're watching this, this is like exactly where you want to join a business is right before they're about to explode and take off. If you get hired right before that happens, you just reap all the benefits on the way up. You're just in the best position possible. So, that's
Exactly.
yeah, amazing that you got in there at that point. And what's even more crazy is that like this is common, right? Like lots of times people will be uh in a first job like you were, like doing some outreach and stuff. And then when you least expect it, an even more perfect one comes along the way where you can, like I said, reap all the benefits when it explodes. So this is like super cool.
Yeah. Especially for beginners, right? Like if you're a beginner, finding that opportunity where the business owner is on their way up, they're just starting and they're about to explode, like that is your entrance in, right? Like they're brand new, but they got the experience and they got the potential. Like that's what you really want to look out for as a beginner because that's your best opportunity to join the team.
And to learn too, right? To like learn all that stuff as you're doing it. And that's like a lot of work, but that's what you want, right? That's how you're going to learn. So, yeah, super awesome. Well, uh, what does the near future look like for you? Like, what's the path? Are you looking to go to closer? Are you kind of happy doing this? How do you feel?
Yeah, great question. So like we've kind of discussed, like my honestly, for those watching, like I actually got into high ticket sales with Matt to become a closer. Like that
That's
was like,
right. Yeah.
yeah, that was my objective. Like that's what I was aiming for. And then just kind of, doing a bunch of outreach and just kind of the way things went, I had a bunch of opportunities to get into setting first, which I wasn't opposed to because I know it's a great skill set to learn even prior to closing. So I was not, definitely not like I was definitely not like opposed to doing setting. So I definitely so I took the jump, right? So I had the opportunity arise for me to set and I took the jump. But ultimately, my goal and my ambition was to become a closer, and it still is. So for the future, to answer the question, I am actually in the midst right now, in the midst of closing. So I'm gonna transition soon. It'll probably be a couple of months. But I will probably transition to a closer role within the actual offer that I'm in, just because I've established such a good relationship with the business owner and I've proved myself. And like obviously he knows that I can, make my he knows I can bring value to the table, right? And I'm a good communicator and I'm good on the phones. I'm good with speaking to people. So if you can just prove yourself, ultimately, you can absolutely you could ask for the role that you want. You could use it as leverage. So, um, yeah.
100%.
So for me, it's just I'm gonna be transitioning to closer role soon. And then after that, we'll see. For now, like I'm just like laser focused on just mastering closing when the time comes because I feel like I got to a really high point in setting, like literally maybe top 5% of people, like top 5% of setters. Like I know it's a bold claim, but I literally feel like I've mastered it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm headed right now.
Nice. Yeah, and a lot of like to what you were saying, a lot of people don't want to start with setting. They want to come in and go straight to closing, which you can do, but sometimes it works out better, like it did in your case, to start with the setting, and now you're on this path to like be a closer for a really legit business. So sometimes you got to take that route, and that's totally fine because you're still crushing it anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you're making money along the way, you're learning. Like, it's definitely a good route to start getting into this industry. So, I mean, those that are on the fence definitely don't table setting as an option. Definitely go for it if the opportunity comes. There's a lot to learn, and it's a skill set in its own. Like setting is like you'll understand like how to DM people properly, how to close people in DMs. Like it's a very unique skill in itself.
Which
So
these days is so valuable. Like not to cut you off, but like closing people in DMs is that's only going to be more common in the
yeah.
future because that's just how people communicate.
Absolutely. There's a lot more people nowadays are more hesitant to jump on calls. And so being able to communicate effectively through DMs is like a key skill. Like not a lot of people know how to do that properly. So, um,
100%.
a great skill. I definitely wouldn't be, advice that I would give is definitely don't, table setting. Like don't think that it's not a good path because it really, really, really is. Especially if you're a beginner getting into this industry.
And like you were saying, like you're transitioning in the same business, which in my opinion, if more like business owners would stop looking outside of the business for the talent and just start like grooming people up, like it's just so much easier because you already know the person. Like you've already shown like you're doing that you could do a great job. It's just a much better way to find salespeople. Um, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, dude, this has been awesome, man. I'm like could not be like more excited for like where you're at right now and like where this is going. So this is fucking amazing, bro. Uh, anything else you wanted to say, man?
I mean, for those of you watching, like, and that are on the fence to joining Matt, like, I wouldn't be in this position without Matt's help. Him, helping me every step of the way. Like every time I would doubt myself, Matt would always be there to reassure me that I'm on the right path. And so those that are on the fence, definitely take the plunge. Give Matt a chance to help you on your journey if you are leaning to get into this industry. Um, it's been great, man. I couldn't be more grateful. I'm glad that we had the chance to meet. I definitely think that this industry is still growing. So it's for those
Big
people
time.
saturated, it's not too saturated. There's so many businesses that are blooming like every single day in the high ticket space. So yes,
Once
there's
you
more.
get into this, you see like you're like, there's no way this is saturated. There's fucking like jobs everywhere that people are trying to fill.
Absolutely mind blowing. Like people don't realize it, like because yeah, because you don't search, like you don't know because you're not searching for it. But there's too many online businesses. Um, yeah, so it's definitely not too saturated. Yes, there's more people coming into it, but there's like two times the amount, maybe triple the amount of online businesses that are blooming every single day than people that are coming into it. So,
All the time.
um, definitely great opportunity. Yeah, especially if you want to work from home, like and just have freedom to work wherever you want from your laptop. If you're just a normal person with a normal brain and you can communicate, it's definitely a great opportunity for you.
Hell yeah. Well, can't wait to see where this is going to take you, bro. This is step one, dude. This is just step one for you, bro. We're just getting started.
I know that's the exciting part. Like I'm still at the kind of like the bottom of the chain, so I'm excited to kind of work my way up, man. Like it's good. I've been having a good start, so I've nothing good to say about it.